Top Flight TV, Mr. Top Flight Films. Pardon me, I just got out the gym. I'm rough and I'm rugged, you dig? But how's everybody doing? I'm not gonna be here long. We're gonna chop it up about Drake's new album. And make no mistake, this is Drake's album. It's a Party Next Door. It's framed as a Party Next Door album, but Drake is all over. I think he's on every song, if I'm not mistaken. Let's talk about it real quick. Now we already know Drake got punished. He got slaughtered. He got annihilated. Kendrick Lamar. And after the Super Bowl, it's kind of like that was smart. That was smart on Drake's part. After the Super Bowl, it's like now what? Because everybody was waiting for the Grammy. Everybody was waiting for the Super Bowl, and it happened. It happened just like we thought it was going to happen. So now we're here. The Not Like Us was played at the Super Bowl, right? Very smart for Drake to drop after the momentum has took its course. So I popped the album and me and my girl went down to the cafe for lunch or breakfast brunch. So I popped it in for her, and I also wanted to listen myself just to see what's going on. Now I know this is not an official Drake album, so I'm not gonna be too hard on him. But what I found is my take is it was very redundant. It was a lot of whining going on. I know it's for the ladies. It's not for me. I'm not gonna call it trash because it's not for men. It wasn't for us, y'all. It was for the ladies. It was a lot of whining going on, a lot of the same cadences going on. It kind of like was redundant, and it just lacked a lot of substance. You dig? Just a lot of pandering. The word of the day is pandering. Now Drake is an interesting fellow because this is the thing about Drake. He can hop in a hip hop battle, okay, and get slaughtered twice. Once by Pusha T, once by Kendrick Lamar. But what he always has to fall back on are the women. Drake can always fall back on the women. That is a great thing for him. It's kind of like a double-edged sword. But nevertheless, he's always able, if he gets his ass kicked in a battle, he can always do something sexy for the ladies. You dig? And that's what he did. It's one song on there called Give Me a Hug. It's called Give Me a Hug. I think it's the corniest shit ever. After this display that we just saw, after we saw him sue like a bitch, after we saw him walk out on stage with a sweater that was full of bullet holes and smoke coming out of it, after we saw him whining and crying and unfollowing people and just being a hoe-ass dude, you come out with a song called Give Me a Hug. This is the song that everybody seems to gravitate to. This seems like the only song worth listening to on the album. Let's just keep it real. This is everybody's go-to because number one, he dissed Joe Budden, okay? Don't get me wrong, the boy is spitting. He's definitely spitting on that song. But I think the corniness and the pandering to the women, it's so fake and so manufactured. I know that the people say 35 and under, they're going to be impressed. The little hoes is going to feel special. It's corny to somebody like me, dog, that sees through it. It's very corny, dog. You're going to pander to the women. He's repeating over and over, give me a hug, give me a hug, give me a hug. I missed you, hoes. Let me say this, man. It seems like he's doubling down on promoting degeneracy in the community because he's talking about dudes who rap about spinning, but only 10 of them spin, or rap about murder, but only 10 of them will actually do it. He's doubling down on calling black women, let's keep it real, hoes and all this other stuff. I missed you, hoes. And these bitches is like, oh, Drake, you're back. Whatever. All right. So he's pandering at the same time he's insulting the women. Cool. These a lot of them ain't got sense no way in 2025. But overall, the album was cool. You know, it's something you could put on when it's sexy time. You dig and just let it play. I'm not 100% mad at it. It's not for the men for real. It's really for the women. It's a pandering album for the women. He knows he just got his ass kicked, so now it's time to cuddle up to the women. He's the type of cat that we all know that's this type of cat. We all know the type of cat that shows off for the ladies. You dig? And that's what we got in this new album, man. So it is what it is, man. I'm gonna continue to listen to it. We are going to watch because he's supposed to be dropping another album. I don't know when it's happening, but very underwhelming. A lot of the fans are hyping it up. You know, a lot of people that are mad that he got his ass kicked, they are like manufacturing some excitement. Okay, so give them a day. I don't think we'll be talking about this album tomorrow, to be honest. I don't think we'll be talking about this album next week. I hate to bring Kendrick in this, but Kendrick dropped in May. Kendrick dropped in May, and we're still talking about what he put out in May. Still talking about it. So it is what it is. I'm out of here. I might come back in a little bit. Might come back later on to tap in with y'all, but y'all be good. Peace.